Hi friends, long time no talk, and here we are in my studio. If you're new here, my name is Yem, and I'm a tattoo artist who recently, and by recently I mean within the last 6 months, has been working other jobs to supplement their income because they live in San Diego, which is the most expensive city in the United States. It's been a while, and I said I've been wanting to make this video, and here's maybe a part of it. We'll see. I originally was going to make this video while working a job that I absolutely hated with a passion that had me up at 6 a.m. or at work at 6 a.m. so up at like 5 a.m. and I did that one for 5 months, and now I've been at this other job for about 2 weeks and I love it. So this video is actually coming in from a better mindset than the original one I intended. I now work as a delivery dispatcher for a dispensary, meaning I'm literally like putting together delivery routes and like assigning them to drivers and getting them their shit so that they can go and deliver it. And it's really fun, and it feels like a giant puzzle all day, every day. And I sit in an office, so it's less physically taxing and it's guaranteed income. They're not cutting my hours like my last job, so that's a fucking bonus. Times are just tough and weird, and we're all struggling. Groceries are so expensive, everything's so expensive. So tattoos, obviously, as a luxury service, are one of the first things to go, and I'm adapting. And it's also just been a lot of thinking and putting things in perspective of like long-term sustainability. Like, I turned 25 this year, meaning I'll be 26 next year, and while my end goal is to be out of the United States by the time I am 26, I don't know if that will happen. So now I have a job where I can see myself being there for like a long period of time, and I will be getting health insurance when I need it. So that's sick as fuck. And when it comes to taxes and stuff, working at my other job actually came in hella clutch when it came down to state taxes, so I didn't owe in state taxes because of it. And so now that I know that I'm even working more and paying more state taxes, by the time tax season comes around, maybe I'll get like a state tax refund and all of that. I don't know. But like, taxes really fucking suck the life out of me when it comes to thinking things. So yeah, long-term sustainability, this job that I have now feels good for that. It's in the cannabis industry, which I've been wanting to get my foot in the door. I've been applying for hella bud tender positions. I've even interviewed for multiple bud tender positions, multiple rounds of interviews, and never got hired. But I get hired for the delivery dispatcher job, which is kind of sick. I feel like my too academic for the service industry resume came in clutch in that sense, because I just was not getting any hits in the service industry. But I feel like my resume just doesn't reflect like words that an AI is picking up for that kind of stuff, but it does for dispatching, I guess. There's a lot of people that I see in my internet circles, in my real life circles, who are freelancers, tattoo artists, all of that stuff, and who are just struggling. And I'm just going to talk about the tattoo artists that I see. Some people are booking just fine, really, like it's not a problem, but there really has been a considerable shift and slowdown, and mostly in just people's ability to book tattoos. Like, rent's so expensive. It's also in San Diego and California. I follow a lot of artists who live in places like LA, New York, but yeah, it's just, times are hard all around, and internet apps like Instagram and stuff just fucking suck. So I'm just seeing a lot of people around me getting other jobs, talking about how slow things are, really just like pushing the art that they sell a lot harder. And it just seems so draining being like on social media that much. So I'm happy even to get the break from social media, like feeling like I need to make a reel. Like, I'm not going to have to feel like, oh, I should make a reel so that I can book some appointments and blah, blah, blah. Like, I can let it come naturally from the posting schedule that feels right to me, instead of just like trying to force myself to be active in a way that like puts me on people's timelines so they remember to, and yeah, it's just like, people will find me, and people do find me, and it's just nice to not have to worry about hitting a certain minimum of appointments. Like, I can work my other job full-time or part-time, and I can tattoo full-time or part-time, and I just have to find the balance, and I'm just thankful to have the option. And I'm happy to do my other job full time because I'm just so burnt out, and I feel like I've been burnt out for so long, I've been saying it for so long, and so I feel like just working this other job full time and truly taking the financial stress off of art will be the game changer that I need. Like, I just need the financial stress gone. Like, I need to take money. Oh my god, a cat is just, oh hi, there's a little cat on the roof. I just need to know that I can pay my rents without like just doing the most. And it kind of sucks sometimes when I think about the backseat tattooing might take, but like I always know I can bring it back. Like the times will do what the times will do, and all I can do is just wait and see what the fuck's happening. I feel like it's a lot of people's dream to be like a full-time content creator, a full-time artist, and I feel like it's just so unsustainable right now. But the internet is also selling it in a way that it's just like, don't take your stability for granted. I don't know, like I was like doing art full time for 2 years, and it really wasn't like it wasn't that, like as bad as it is now in terms of just like financial stress. But now I'm happy to have a job, and I feel like doing what I was doing forever is just like, it's daunting when you think about it. And it's just, yeah, it's a dream the internet is trying to sell people right now, and a lot of people that's all they want, but it's really not. It's all it's cracked out to be. Like, you don't have paid time off, you don't have health insurance, you don't have so many things that you get with a job. Like, doing taxes is such a fucking headache, and it's just like a lot of things that you have to do for a long time in order to do it for a long time. And like, I don't know, when it comes to even content creation, like these platforms, like we all hate them. So like how successful is your content creation career going to be when we all already hate getting shit shoved down our throats and hate being on Instagram and all that stuff? Like, I don't know. There's different, like, I love YouTube for its long form content and the way you actually feel like you can connect to and like relate to different things. But in terms of like Instagram and TikTok, like there is a downfall coming soon. It's just the financial stress of it all. Like, the idea of doing art full time and doing like whatever the fuck you want full time is amazing, but then all of a sudden, like, YouTube is something you love and enjoy, and then all of a sudden you have to post when you don't want to for the sake of making money. Or when it comes to tattooing, like, you literally can't think of anything new to draw. But if you don't think of anything new to draw, you don't have a new flash out, people get bored of your old stuff and you don't book appointments, or you just need to find new clientele constantly, and Instagram's connecting you to people who don't even live near you. So yeah, you have followers, but like, you don't, like, that's not connecting you to anyone actually like in your city who can actually book with you. So is that helpful? No. I miss just like making art for myself and like tattooing without thinking like, wow, this one's so small and like I'm not making a lot of money off of it. And I will probably continue this video later when I have more cognition. But right now, I am going to take like a mini siesta before my 4 p.m. appointment. I'm not going to lie. I had a 10 a.m. I've been hanging out. It's 2 p.m. My next appointment's not till 4. I'm already half set up. So yeah, you're going to hear from me again. You might not even see this. There may never be cohesion given to this. But goodbye for now. I'm literally falling asleep at work right now because my boss has started putting me on for closing shifts, which go until 11 p.m., and I just can't take it. I wake up at 6 a.m. every day. I'll be putting a stop to this, but now I'm just at work, tired as fuck. And it's only 7 p.m. Hi friends, it's future Yem here. And by future, I mean, when I filmed that first part, I had been at that job. I've been working for 2 weeks, and now I've been there for 4 months. So time has passed. And when I originally even wanted to film this video, I didn't even have a job that I hated. And I was going to title it, I've been a self-employed artist for 2 years, and now I'm on a desperate search for a job, or like something like that. And yeah, this video has just taken so many different turns as I've gotten different jobs and done different things. I still love the job that I'm at right now. It feels like every day is me putting together a puzzle because it's delivery routes. So I don't hate it. there's pros and cons to every workplace when it comes to people and other stuff, but I don't hate what I do, and I get to sit in an office, so there's that. But I just wanted to come on very quick and give some cohesion to the first part. Not even cohesion really, but just say a few things that I didn't say or clarify a few things. First being just like talking about stability. I am not built for the hustle and grind culture. There are people who thrive in that, who do their best work in that, whatever the case is. I am not built for that. I thrive in stability. I do my best work when I know I'm stable. So being a full-time artist, I feel like on my side of the internet is something that is just so glorified, and so many people just want to take off and have a viral post so that they can quit their job and be a full-time artist. But like, don't take that stability for granted. You have benefits, paid time off, XYZ. A viral post on Instagram or having XYZ amount of followers is not gonna do it for you. Having 16,000 followers on Instagram doesn't even guarantee me appointments. Like, I can talk all the shit on Instagram I want, but I will say that the internet is great for community building. Like, I have such a rock solid community behind me, and that is because in part of Instagram. So I definitely love it for its community aspect, but not like the capitalism aspect. Like, every time I'm on there, I feel like I'm being sold something, I'm selling something. So there's that I don't like, but it's also connected me to a lot of really cool people that I love. And just like, I love my community, and I love that there's so many people in so many different places that my art has touched, and that's just crazy to me, and I will forever be grateful. But at the end of the day, like, fuck content creation, fuck Instagram and these platforms and these algorithms and needing to rely on that for an income. Like, just, yeah, fuck that. But I just want to say I'm very grateful for also what the internet has given me. So I still have connected with so many people through just like selling my art prior to being a tattoo artist. Like, that my hoodies and shirts and prints and stickers live in so many different states, and that's just crazy on its own. So yeah, but the stability that comes from a job is something that I need, and just be prepared for not having that if this is a route you want to take, because it's definitely a learning curve. I'm also so aware that I'm shooting myself in the foot in a way, in the sense that I have a very niche style, and I will turn away things that I feel like I can't execute very well. And like, I'm not trying to do a tattoo on someone that I'm not proud of, that they're then like stuck with. So having like a niche style is one. Not everyone who likes my art is going to want it as a tattoo on their body forever. So it's like, there's people who could love my flash, but like, do you want an eyeball lighter on you forever? Like, who knows? Like, that's not for everybody. So it makes sense. And also, like, it's just, if I'm going to say no to people, then I can't be mad that I don't have XYZ amount of appointments booked because I said no to not being able to execute the black and gray wolf arm tattoo. You know, like, I'm not gonna do that just because of money and appointments and wanting this. Like, I will only do things that I feel confident in and that also like bring me joy, because I don't want to resent doing it. I'm aware that I am putting myself into a niche, but at the end of the day, that niche worked out really well for 2 years. It's just a matter of the economy. Like, people just don't have money right now. It has nothing to do with any artist in any industry or freelancer in any industry. The economy is just shit right now. So don't let that get to you. Don't take it personal. It's really just what it is right now. And I said something earlier about like doing all these like small tattoos and thinking about how I'm not making money off of it. And at the end of the day, I love every tattoo that I get to do because I'm making someone feel more at home in their body. It's just when I think of the time and body wear and tear ratio to income ratio sometimes, which is something you have to consider, it's just sometimes draining. Like, I've seen artists raise their hourly rate because their carpal tunnel or arthritis is just getting worse, and so they need to make more per tattoo so they can tattoo less. So things like that, where if I'm doing 10 tattoos in a row all for $150, that's just so much more wear and tear on my body versus doing like 3 or 4 sessions at like $400 or $500 each. Stuff like that, just like doing bigger pieces to like the income to like body work ratio is what it is. And it's also a personal preference. I love doing bigger pieces. I feel like I love getting into a flow state, and with smaller pieces that don't take long, once I hit like a flow state, the tattoo's done. So I love being able to zone out for like 3 hours just like into the work. So it's also a personal preference, where even when I'm doing these small tattoos and like them not making money, I'm also just thinking like I'm not feeling personally gratified as much as I would if it were bigger, but also I'm not trying to be that artist that only does big work and be inaccessible to people who just want like cute, cool tattoos from like a Black queer artist or whatever. So I'm obviously going to do the smaller pieces, but sometimes it is in the back of my mind like, oh, I'm hurting my back and all of this stuff for just like not a lot. And that is what it is. Like, I still like, someone is getting the tattoo that they want, and that's my priority at the end of the day. Capitalism is just seeping its way in, and the fact that I have another job means I can do all the tiny tattoos that I want without thinking of them in the sense of like the dollar sign on them or having anything in the back of my head. I can just be in the art. All of this to say, it's rough out here. Times are tough. I am very grateful and very lucky to have the job and the opportunities that I have. Just like being a tattoo artist in San Diego, finding a job that I don't hate after being in jobs that I hated, like just getting through to a better point. Yeah, stability is my friend. And it's been nice to just relax and take a break and get the capitalism out of my art practice. Thank you for watching. If you watched, I hope you're enjoying the summer sun and not melting too much. And I'll see you next time.